Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we'll continue running some errands in Minas Tirith. There's still plenty of things for us to do, and we'll begin by going down to the 5th circle. There are a couple things we can do in the 5th, 4th and 3rd circles. Most of all, we also have a couple quests for the 2nd and the 1st, but I'm not sure if we will be able to get to those parts of the city on this episode, as there are many things for us to do. So yeah, let us get right into it and waste no time. So first of all, we're gonna look for Middledale in the 5th circle. Now that I remember it, let me get this quest on the tracker, because we are looking for instruments on the markets, and that seems to be the 3rd and the 1st circle more than anything else. So here we have Middledale. The council resolutions are already written. That was very fast. It is good to see such haste, for it usually takes...
It is a difficult responsibility.
It usually takes much longer for the orders of the council to be put into action. Everyone is worried about what lies ahead, and it spurs them to move with haste. I am the warden of the stores, which means that all the food and goods brought into the city fall within the scope of my duty. I find where they can be stored safely and free from theft or spoilage, and ensure that the folk who need access to them have it. I must confess some trepidation to you, Beriathan. If the city is besieged, I will surely become the most hated man in Minas Tirith. The man who rations the food is never loved by the hungry. This resolution will allow me to conduct a full inventory of the stores, so I will know how much food and other supplies we will have at our disposal. If the gates are sealed by war, that inventory may become very important indeed. So here we can see all the different preparations that all the sectors of the city are going through just to get ready for the coming battle. Oops, nope. The way down is through this ramp. So, should be able to find Langlear somewhere around here, next to the ramp of the 4th circle.
Minas Tirith will hold, I'm sure of it.
Alas, only one location not already occupied. I suppose it will have to do. You asked Langlear if she would like you to move the painting to the hiding place. I could not put that burden on you. No, it is something I must carry myself. Also, if you dropped one, I would never be able to forgive you. Alright, I get it. Chill. You do that thing then. Not gonna get on your way. I think that was it for the 4th circle. Let us go back down to the 3rd. Here we should be able to find some of the instruments we're looking for. The cloudy heads. There should be. Okay, here's one. Fancy loot? Alright, I'll take that one. You have found a loot with a detailed grill and beautiful maple shell. Oh, maple shell, interesting. Still need to find a couple more instruments. The north side of the third circle. Well, we also need to go there anyway, so we're gonna do that in just a moment. But first, let us see, now that we have investigated all we could about the Minstrel, what will Forlong and his buddies have us do? Okay, I'll leave. We're at it again.
What say you, my friends?
So Authlin lived a good life and died a willing death. Truly, that is the wisdom of Old Westerness. Let us honor him and raise a glass. You too, friend Warden. You have earned your place, I think. Well, not gonna look away from a free glass of wine. Life well lived, to youth and also to age. To Authlin.
Tonight, wine, food, and friends. Tomorrow, come what may.
And look, we have drained this bottle of Baron's blood. Why, friend, I know what you should do. You should run and place it on that stone he loved as a tribute to his memory. Yes, that is just the thing. And that means going back to the fourth circle just to place that. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure when we'll get the chance of returning to the fourth circle, and I think I much rather have that bottle removed from my inventory as soon as possible. Ah, but before we go to the fourth circle, I think it would be better if we try and get to the north side of the third one, as there's still something that we can do there that would also have us return to the fourth circle, so let us do that. Yeah, I totally knew those textures were taking a lot time to load. Oh my god. Does happen every once in a while. Lothir's Market. Ah, yeah, there is also a quest that we can complete in here, I believe.
With the women and children gone, the city truly is a grim place.
This will do nicely. I believe I have enough now, so long as the war does not last too long. We will all face hardship in the days to come, but perhaps a soft place to lay one's head will make all the difference. Sure it will. Oh, come on. Oh Jesus, once again. Please load the city, if you would be so kind. Yeah, thank you. Now let us continue our merry way to the north. The north and the garden. Here in this market we should be able to find another instrument for the cloudy heads. Yeah, fancy Theorbo. You have found a fancy Theorbo with fine strings and intricate detailing. Egalmoth screen, and here we have Círgon. You see a young boy standing in Egalmoth screen.
Minas Tirith is my home, and I'm not leaving.
Mother sent you, didn't she? She doesn't need to worry about me, you know? I just came down here to think about father and my family and how things used to be. I don't want to talk about that right now. I was just about to leave to sail my ship. Would you like to come along?
Look how dark the sky is. It's not even night time.
Father and I used to sail our ships every day. They are a little big for the Baths, but it hasn't stopped us yet. If you want to join me this time, I'll meet you up in the fourth circle by the Baths of Belechtor. It's the big fountain by the bridge to the Cisterns. I'm certain you can figure it out. The sooner we set sail, the sooner I'll go home. Deal? Come on, it'll be fun. Where to now, I wonder? Where to now? Let me check it here. This is for the first circle, fourth, first, fourth, Pelennor, second, and I think we're still gonna leave that chicken for last. God, I think I might regret this, but let us go down to the second circle and advance some of those quests in there. Here are the soldiers training. Here we have the cold knife. And here we have the sweaty rag. Okay, now find pieces of charred wood, of trampled wheat. Hear the death rattle of enemy soldiers. Observe the gleam in the eyes of a captain. That's for the Pelennor as well. Pelennor. Fourth circle. Second circle. No, first. Fourth circle. First circle. So it seems what we have left to do here in the second circle is the epic. A couple things for the epic, so let us go there. Chambers of the City Plague. God, I don't know where that one is. Will I be sent to that place? Did I miss it before? Anyway, here we are, almost there. In fact, I think we missed Egalmoth. No, Egalmoth not. Errands? I think it was. But we will find Duilin and Derufin here at the Mumakan Keep. Couldn't be any other way. Seeing the fascination they have with the creatures.
My brother and I have been teaching the folk here how to bring down a Mumak.
Greetings, Beriathan. My brother and I have been teaching the folk here where to shoot at a Mumak in order to bring it down. This crafted fellow is not as large as one of the actual beasts, but it still serves as a good practice for letting fly our arrows. If you retrieve the arrows I have already fired and give them to my brother, he will be able to practice. He has been asking for his turn for a while now. Okay, so... it's a crafted Mumak skull, it's not a real one. Interesting.
Have you seen our father around the city anywhere?
Thank you, Beriathan. Have you seen our father around the city anywhere? I ask only because we have not yet seen him since we returned, and I am afraid he might be rather cross with us. You see, he commanded us not to leave the city, but we left anyway. You understand, I am sure. There were Mumakil to hunt, and furthermore, we learned how best to bring down the mighty beast. That must be worth something, even to our stern and disapproving father. Find him in the city for us, Beriathan. He will be atop the wall somewhere in the second circle, probably with a view of the gate to the city, and perhaps you could plead on our behalf for leniency. He will be stern, I do not doubt it, but perhaps you can convince him that we need not to be reprimanded for this adventure of ours. It ended happily, did it not? Well, I will look for your father and I will see how he's holding up. Oh, there we go again. Yup. Oh, but that was quick. That's good. And Egalmoth is right here. Before the splintered shield, I believe it is. Yeah. It was supposed to be here. Yeah, there he is. Errands. Thank you for bringing this to me so quickly, Beriathan.
I take my duty most seriously.
I am the captain of the garrison, which means the training and command of warriors in the city falls to me. I take this duty very seriously. At the latest council meeting, I spoke on behalf of my men. The garrison lacks the weapons and armor needed to mount a true defense of the city should our enemies breach the gate. Furthermore, we simply do not have enough men. To that end, I argue that the scouts should be recalled from the Pelennor and Talathanor and put to work as part of the garrison. Parthadan did not like this suggestion. When you have finished with this duty, perhaps you can see if his temper has cooled? The council did not agree with me and there was much sympathy for the ideas of Parthadan. Still, the Guild of Smiths has been commanded to double its production of weapons and shields, so the men I do have can hope to be better equipped for the battle ahead. It is not everything for which I hoped, but it is something at least. For Parthadan, we'll need to go back to the 6th circle, so that's a no-go for the time being. And Duinhir is of course atop the wall overlooking the gate, like his sons told us, which means he should be somewhere around here. A little to the north maybe, but we are getting close. There he is.
My sons must learn to obey my words, or there will be no sons of mine.
I know you, Beriathan. You are the man that brought my boys back to the city. You have my thanks for that. I will have some words for them when I catch them, I don't mind telling you. I am the Lord of the Blackbird Vale, and within those boundaries my command is the law. Outside of them I am given authority over the others by the grant of the council and the steward. But in affairs of my own house, and over the actions of my sons, I have complete authority no matter where I am. Duinhir thunders his displeasure, and some of the men nearby shrink away involuntarily. I commanded them to stay within the city for their own safety. What would I tell their mother if they ran afoul of some evil in Ithilien? Ruthven would never let me hear the end of it. Tell me where they are, Beriathan, and I will teach them obedience. You tell him that they learned something valuable about fighting Mumakil, and that he can find them in the tavern in Minas Tirith named for the beasts. I know the place. If you help my men finish gathering up these bows, swords, and shields, I will meet you there. My sons must learn to obey my words, or they will be no sons of mine. There he goes. Now we just need to pick up all of these swords, shields, bows. And of course, you also remember Lady Rosfin, right? At the Blackroot Vale in the town of Morlad. She was very distrustful of the steward appointed there, but right now I don't remember the name of that guy. I'm sorry. Now, let us go here, downstairs. Let us take the chance now that we can to go back to Lord Duinhir, finish that part of the epic at least. It'll be closed now, once again.
And furthermore,
You have arrived to find Lord Duinhir mid-shout, and as my sons, you are responsible for upholding my good name. If you do not do as I command, folk will look at your example and say, Duinhir cannot even control his own sons. What sort of a man is that? And furthermore, Duinhir splutters into silence. Duinhir stares at the makeshift mummak, seeming to see it for the first time.
can I have a try? I will show you how this is done, I warrant.
Lord Duinhir stares at the sight of the arrows flying toward the makeshift mummak and is silent for a moment. Suddenly, he erupts once again, but with quite a different exclamation. Ha! A poppable hit, Derufin! That is the way! Why did you not tell me about this, Beriathan? This exercise seems to me quite a useful one. Can I have a try, my son? I will show you how this is done, I warrant. You will see your sire get in on his first try, Duilin. I cannot stay mad at my boys. They get their skill at archery from me, you know.
Do you see? There is nothing to worry about after all.
He has never been able to stay mad at Derufin or me for very long. Our mother thinks we remind him of himself when he was young, or perhaps old. He insists he has not changed after all. Thank you once again, my friend. We will be here practicing our technique. If the battle comes, we will be ready. Well, it's not every day you can see father and sons shooting at a makeshift skull. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you show it. You show that mummak, Lord Duinhir. I'm glad everything turned out okay for these guys. It was very funny hearing how upset Duinhir was and then how he changed opinion so quickly. A lot of fathers are like that. Myself, I think I am that kind of father too. I cannot stay mad at my son for more than an hour or two. For the most part. Unless he screws up really badly, then it is on, but not always. That's not common. So yeah, I do relate with Lord Duinhir a lot. You have my sympathies. Now with this out of the way, it seems we already have everything we needed from the second circle. Except the city loading properly. But anyway, we can already go back down to the first circle. That's what we're gonna do. We have a lot of different quests to complete there down. on the first circle, including Bergil's, of course, but we're gonna leave him for last because I think after we advance the quest line with him, we'll get a chance of entering the Cisterns from the hidden entrance he was telling us about before, and I want to complete every other quest that I have in here. Oh my god, the markets, the instruments, I missed it. So, let me keep an eye out for instruments. Fancy horn, what do we have here? You have found a fine horn crafted of steel and plated with gold. Interesting, what else? Ah, here. What is this? Fancy drum. Okay. You have found an ornate drum depicting the tree of Gondor in its head. That sounds like a really good drum. Deliver the instruments to Rovok Gristback. That is the 5th circle. So let us see what else we can do here at the first. Before we continue. Though the future of our city may not look so bright, I will not see its dignity fall. Not before its walls do, at least.
Something to happen.
Thank you. Okay. What else do we have in here? We're making good progress. This is the Pelennor. All this is the Pelennor. Belechtor. Yeah. Underground harvest. Oh my god, it's all the way to the other side. Let us go there then. Okay, so we're looking for a basket, a chest. Ah, here. Rations chest. Okay, that was it. The underground harvest. That's done. It seems now we can go back to Bergil. Again, Pelennor, Pelennor, Pelennor. This is 4th circle, 4th circle, 5th circle. This is Bergil. Let us go. There we go. I mean, the scale of Minas Tirith is impressive, if anything else. Oh. We are already at known status, but I think we need to be friend to get the master in Minas Tirith. So let us finish a couple more quests. Ah, Beriathan, I knew you would find it. While you have been searching, I have spoken with the others, and Gelwen and Glatham have asked if they can come along. Would you lead the three of us into the Cisterns? But perhaps you should speak to Gelwen first. What's the matter with Gelwen? So, you're Beriathan. It is a pleasure to meet you. Bergil has told us of your adventure together and his plan. The others all think that the secret walker lives in the Cisterns and are afraid to set foot inside. I think they are wrong, and that the secret walker is nothing but a story made to scare little girls and boys. In addition, I wish more than anything to see inside the Cisterns. I imagine it must be wondrous and beautiful. Therefore, my brother and I wish to go with you. If you agree, then let us meet within the door. The hidden door to the Cisterns is on the southernmost end of this circle. Let us go. We're close now. There we are. Here. Bergil, Gelwen, and Glatham arrive nearly on your heels. Okay. And I need to talk to Bergil, I guess? Or Gelwen? Gelwen. Oh my god, guys, stay quiet.
All the time.
Oh, now that I am here, my doubts seem larger and my certainty smaller than it did before. But I shall be brave, so long as you lead the way before us. You are the grown adventurer and we are but children after all, Beriathan. Oh my god, so I do need to lead you to... the Cisterns there. Are you coming, guys? You still around? Yeah? Perfect. Let us continue looking. Okay, so I think I do remember my way up from here. What, a friggin' rat? Really? As long as the lizards don't attack the children, oh my god. Come over here. Yeah, don't stay behind. We're almost there, we're almost there. We're almost there, I assure you that. There we go. The passage to the fourth circle. Found the way up to the fourth circle. Where is Gelwen? Why are you running so funny? Yeah. Talk to Gelwyn. She would come here. See, Glatham? The secret walker didn't appear and the passage did go through. And look, do you see where we are? The finding place is very near.
Are you here to...
What fortune! We must go over to it at once. Come, Beriathan, you will see for yourself. See what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What is this so-called finding place? Círgon is standing near the Baths, where a model ship of Gondor now floats calmly.
Look how dark the sky is! It's not even nighttime!
You made it, Beriathan. I left one of the ships for you. Would you like to set it in the Baths? You can if you want. It would be great to have someone else here to share in the fun. Where is the cart? Ah, okay. And did you bring this cart up here all on your own? The ship of Umbar is of impressive size and detail for a model. And how do I place it in the water? Do I need to get rid of the children? I know, the ship floats gently in the waters of the Baths. Yeah, there it is.
Are you a rider?
Look how they float, Beriathan. Father and I built them together, you know. He did most of the work, but I built a lot of the little details. See the tiny courser and that one? I wonder what it would be like to sail on a real ship. Father said he'd take me to Pelargir someday soon, but I don't know when he'll be home. My uncle Ristagir isn't as fond of rivers and seas as father and me, but he's a skilled craftsman all the same. Don't you see? It runs in my family, Beriathan. I want to be a woodworker and warrior just like my father. Mother wanted me to come home, yes? I'd be glad if you could join us for supper. Allow me a few minutes to pack up my ships and I'll meet you at our house. Very well, let me just take a couple pictures of your model ships because they are really impressive indeed. Okay, let us go now. This so-called finding place, which is this one over here. Reaching your hand into the crevice, you discover a letter. What is this? Bergil takes the letter and examines it. Oh, by Queen Beruthiel's cats. It's a letter Landat was meant to deliver. He must have lost it. How did it end up here? Well, that's the power of the finding place. Never mind that. Let us go tell the others we have found a way up and get Landat his letter. Maybe there's even still time for him to deliver it. Okay, I think I need an explanation about that. But first, we'll need to go back here to Millian. Don't you worry, we found Círgon, he's okay.
I haven't slept in days.
You convinced him to hurry home? Oh, thank you, thank you.
Dark skies, dark tidings.
Thank you again for talking with Círgon. As much as he enjoys his time to himself, I know he needs the company of others to help him through these times. Now let us wait for him to return. He should not be long. And not long is 2 minutes. Oh god. Can we go to Authlin's favorite place and back in 2 minutes? I'm not sure. I mean, we would still need to come back here anyways. What can we do in these 2 minutes? That seems a good use of our time. I'm not sure. God, I really need to sort out my inventory, but I don't know how. I haven't taken the time to do so. Remember what I told you, that you start accumulating essences and then you don't know what to do with them? Well, I have reached that point now. Especially because now we are getting this kind of gear. This is all the gear we'll get through the update 17 content. But even if you apply essences, from my experience, it will not be as good as what I already have. For example, these boots. I added some agility and vitality essences that I got from the boxes I received as quest rewards. And even after all this, I still lose morale and physical mastery if I try to equip those boots. So I don't know if this is working as intended and this essence gear is not as strong as some of the other gear that we received beforehand, or if I just suck at sorting out essences. I mean, it might as well be the latter, because I have never taken the time to really play with the system. Combat bias would be very well received. Círgon is nowhere to be found.
Dark skies, dark tidings.
Oh, Círgon. It never takes him this long to make it back from the Baths, with or without his ships. I wonder what could be wrong. Beriathan, can you travel back to the Baths and see if Círgon is somewhere nearby? If he's still there, perhaps it would be best if you escorted him home. Yeah, well, we're not that far from the Baths, really, so let us go and check what happened to him. Yeah, nice cosmetic, but okay. You have found Círgon, but one of his model ships is battered and sunken.
Look how dark the sky is. It's not even nighttime.
Before you can approach Círgon, you can tell that he is devastated. He is visibly shaking and tears are streaming down his face. I don't know what happened. I don't understand. I went to bring my cart over and now it's ruined. Why, Beriathan? I told father I'd looked after them. You attempt to calm Círgon and assure him that you will uncover who was behind such a vile act. As you do, you notice scattered puddles of water leading away from the Baths. What does it matter? I can't repair it on my own. Well, it does matter. What kind of bully will break a child's toy? Ristagir? You have discovered two men having a heated conversation and one is soaked.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Don't involve yourself in this, stranger. I am having some words with this one and I do not have time to deal with you as well. You inform the man that you come on behalf of Círgon and seek the person who destroyed his model ship. Círgon? I am Ristagir, his uncle. I am sorry to meet you under such circumstances, but I could not allow this man to flee after seeing what he had done. This wretch had it in his head to break a child's toy as some form of protest against the steward. This is not a way for any to behave, no matter how aggrieved. Tastan here will be collected by the guards shortly, and then I shall bring Círgon back to his mother's house. I would be grateful if you would meet me there. Yeah. Knew it. Círgon's uncle. Back once again to Melian's house.
I haven't slept in days.
I cannot thank you enough for your help, Beriathan. It breaks my heart to know what happened to poor Círgon's ship, but Ristagir has vowed to help him build a new model in time for Círgon's return. Ristagir is a good man, and I know Círgon will be glad to have him around more often. I do not know when my husband will return, but I hope it is soon. You are always welcome among us, Beriathan. Let us hope brighter days are ahead.
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
Beriathan, I am glad you have come. Restagir beckons to you to lean in and begins to speak in a hushed tone. I have a confession to make, my friend. I was only able to apprehend Tastan with such haste because he was of our order. He was of the Withered Tree. Seeing what he'd done, I had much to consider. I was disgusted not only with his actions, but also with my own for aligning myself with such folk. I shall not be a part of a group that preys on the helpless under the guise of some noble goal. A pox on the Withered Tree. I only hope my family will understand, for it is hard even for me to understand my actions. Until this war is ended, I shall stand by my loved ones. It is there that I am truly needed. Círgon is a good boy, and I see much of my brother in him. I shall help him rebuild this ship, and perhaps I'll show him more of the art until Duinhir's return. Thank you, Beriathan. You shall ever be welcome among my family. Okay, so a couple things in here. First of all, Restagir is already mentioning the Withered Tree. We still have not learned a lot about it, but we'll get a chance of doing so as we advance through the story. But the second part of this is the name of Círgon's brother, Duinhir. Doesn't ring a bell, and it seems this is not a character we have met before. If we have, please let me know. It seems I have forgot.
Minas Tirith is my home, and I'm not leaving.
Hello, Beriathan. I am glad to see you again, and I hope you had fun with my ships. I certainly did until, you know. I'm sad that cruel man broke my ship, but Uncle has promised that he'll help me build a new one. It's so nice of him to help. He doesn't even like boats. I want to spend some time with my family tonight. Is that okay? I do not mean to push you out of supper. Maybe you can join me at the Baths when my new ship is done. I will love that. Of course. Completed! Quests of Minas Tirith. What do we have here? Oh, you may now be known as Beriathan, hero of Minas Tirith. Yeah, let me take that one. Quests of Minas Tirith, yes. So, hero of Minas Tirith or the Gondorian historian? No. Hero of Minas Tirith, definitely. And now we have quests of Old and Orient. This one will award a class trade point. And the only issue here is the warbands. I'm not sure if we will be able to complete all the warbands on level. So that might set us back a little bit. In any case, now that we have completed a Círgon and Restagir's quest, let us continue with our errands through the fourth circle. Because... come on. In Days of Youth, I think we can do. Yeah, something tells me I should have gone with the cloudy heads in the fifth circle, but we're gonna do that in just a moment. Authlin favorite spot. This one over here? No. But it's somewhere around here. This one? No. Oh, come on. This one then. Yeah, this one. Here was Authlin's favorite place to sing. So we place the stone in here. You place the bottle reverently at the stone's base. With this we can return to Forlong once again, but first let us go back to the cloudy hits really quick. What we're gonna do is take advantage of the stable masters here in Minas Tirith.
Needs your
Sage's Tier, it's where we need to go. Here we are. the Hall of Air is just around the corner over here. So this should be quick. Oh, all the instruments. I hadn't realized that before. That's a nice touch.
Hello there.
Ah, these are just the thing, Beriathan. If these don't help us sound great, I don't know what will. I'll make sure they end up in the proper hands. I saw Holler talking to Paula while you were gone, and I think she'd like another word with you when you have the time. We are so close now, my friend.
Hello there.
Thanks for all the help so far, Beriathan. I know it's been a bit frustrating to be shuffled around like this, but I think our troubles are finally resolved. I spoke to Holler and Gort about choosing another theater, and I was able to arrange something very special for us after speaking to one of the local players. I won't spoil the surprise just yet, but we're going to perform in the best theater in Minas Tirith. Care to guess which one?
Stay and have some tea.
Do you want to know, Beriathan? Perhaps you should take a seat first. Poor Rovo almost fainted when I told him. Very well, very well. We're going to be performing at the Blue Theater. It is a theater of remarkable size and wreathed in every shade of the most beautiful blue you can imagine. I have only visited it once and never dreamt of to perform there. Our performance is soon, possibly a bit too soon, but I cannot deny the band such an opportunity. I only hope we are prepared. The Blue Theater is to the south in the fourth circle. I can never remember their proper names. Will you aid us one last time, my friend? Yeah, of course. So where to now? We can go to the Blue Theater in the fourth circle or to the Merry Swan in the third one. And I think I want to end this episode with Forlong because his questline is one of the longest ones. So I want to do as much as I can on that regard. Gonna dismount in here. And yeah, let us ride to the Merry Swan. I mean, we're almost done with the quests inside Minas Tirith, as you can see now that we have completed the deed. We still have a couple things left to do, but since there are not as many as there were before, I think I'm gonna let Forlong's questline dictate the course of action of the next few episodes, I guess. So, are we gonna go up? Are we gonna go down? Forlong will let us know.
Come, my friends, come, come!
The battle is placed? That is good. We did well to honor old Authlin. Forlong closes his eyes and for a moment the garrulous conversation comes to a rest.
What say you, my friends?
Tell me, friends, were things so very grim back then as they are now? Or that is not how I recall it? Or perhaps, being less in stature and wisdom, we did not look beyond the city's walls? It is a happy thing, is it not, to see no farther than your own strong walls? Ah, but then wanderlust comes over you. Why, Authlin himself sang a sweet, sad song on the subject. I hardly think of a harp more fairly fingered, or words more surely put to melody. How did it go? Went over the mountain? No. Herlin, help me here.
Well.
There was dawn, and restless feet, and something to meet. I'm afraid those are all I can muster, old friend. Neldir, can you remember? No?
What say you, my friends?
What? We have drunken his memory and then forgotten his songs? Should people say Authlin was a drinker and not a master songsmith? This is an insult that cannot be endured. Do not look at me like that, Duilin. I have not drunk my fill, nor I am anywhere near done with drinking, and I shall be ready with my axe, a match for any foe, now or 3 bottles in, even with the clasp on my armor unmended. Now, where was I? The song must be recalled and sung. Most helpful Warden, you must find rememberers. Perhaps the barkeeper here knows a line, or Golasgil or Old Aglarang. Bergil, the master hosteler? Someone! Okay, so now we are on song line duty. Imaran, that's the bartender. Golasgil. Not sure where some of these guys are, but I guess that's a matter for the next episode to look for them. For the time being, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.